Hello, welcome back to Sushi LIVENODING. In this episode, I will be sharing with you these creations, which actually based on, kind of roughly based on this Guardian from Zelda Breath of the Wild. Um, there are a couple of types of Guardian, but the one that I really like is the Guardian Scout and the one that's kind of walking around like a spider. But it's also a little bit like octopus, but it's probably more like a spider. You see, the design is very simple, very basics. It's actually kind of like a bell shapes, and it has multiple legs, and some of them actually walking around. And all of this can be, I think, can be recreated procedurally, including all the rig, etc. But I made a basic one. At least this one can create multiple legs. That's it. Nothing much. But I can change the design, whether it's originally from a cylinder, or I can just use a sphere, or it could be like egg shape. The secret is it's actually super simple. You started with a cylinder or sphere, right? And then you cut it in half using Voronoi. Okay, and this is what's actually going on. And with the Voronoi, you made a cut, cut it half, the top and the bottom, cut it in half. And once you do that, once you have the top and the bottom, you separate it, and the bottom part is slides, kind of like a, if you think of like something like maybe like watermelon, you cut in half, and then you cut the bottom, and then you slice it, and you get this kind of guardian, more or less. So that's the idea. The bottom part is of course using a circle. That's why I can kind of separate it. So there's this Voronoi, of course. With the Voronoi, it's very interesting. You can kind of shrink it, and after the Voronoi, you have all the leg parts, and with the legs, it's also very simple. It's just like you have two circles, and then you connect the circle like that, and then for each of the edges you subdivide it, so you can resample and reshape the leg. I've done a kind of like a rough spider in the past also. This is slightly more complicated, but I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, okay, this one is to control the angle of the legs. I know it's super basic, it's very rough, but it could help to understand how all of this works. So the design of the legs, and this is the thickness of the leg. Once you're happy, you can just take it out, turn it into AR. Let me try to show you to export as USDA. Should work. So I think Guardian is one of the most interesting design with Zelda Breath of the Wild. So this is AR. Okay, there's this leftover, but leftover can be something else too, and you can add details. Each part can be detailed. Beautiful design by the designers of Zelda Breath of the Wild. If you haven't played the game, just check it on YouTube, how all type of guardians being designed. It's actually really quite beautiful. Anyway, so there you go. That's the guardian. I didn't do the legs, the feet. That could be another interesting thing. But from here, it's just the basic for you to get started. Okay, thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.